Can we start a thread? Because I want to talk about something that I haven't heard. And I just want to know if anyone else, any women are experiencing this. Quick backstory. Coming up, I always had low self-esteem. I never felt attractive. I didn't really have friends. I was pretty much a loner. And so as an adult, I still have some of those thoughts in my mind. And it could honestly affect how I present myself when I'm out. But with that said, I have a lot of gorgeous friends, okay? Everybody's pretty. Everybody's pretty. Can we talk about how we are not the woman that's like ever approached in the friend group? More specifically, how you internalize it, how you deal with it. You know, because it's hard for me to believe that I'm the pretty girl when I'm out and men don't approach me. I tell you guys all the time that like I get the most attention from guys on the internet, not out in public. I for the most part I'm never approached. Just to keep it a buck, or I'm approached by super older guys like 50 and up. Nobody in my age range. And I don't care how many times my friends tell me I'm pretty, people at church tell me I'm pretty. When it's all said and done and I'm in a room with them, I'm never seen. And it's kind of hard to deal with. And then you can't even really talk to your homegirls about it because if you tell them, then they're going to be self-conscious about how they are in your presence and you don't want to dim their light because you love them. But like, what do I have to do? Distance myself from pretty people? Like, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. How do y'all deal with it? Do you talk to your homegirls? Do you just internalize it? Do you talk to other people? Do you just ignore the feelings? Like, because that's my thing. When I'm by myself and I meditate or I look at myself in the mirror, I feel beautiful. And then I get around other pretty girls and I feel like the ugly duckling. And nobody can convince me that I'm attractive. That's why it's hard for me to receive compliments. That's why it's hard for me to trust that what people are saying they mean because my life experience tells me otherwise. So how do you deal with it if you are dealing with it?
Ooh. Zaria, do you want to be the first woman to come up here and speak on this, Queen? Who wants to be the first woman to come up here and speak on this? Listen, bro, why do these people keep on sending me match invites? Hold on. She was about to break down. She was about to break down. So you want to come up here? All right, bet. Hold on, LMAO, I'm in the bed. What does you being in bed have to do with you talking on the phone? Miss Zaria. Sad, she shouldn't need male validation to feel wanted and beautiful. She's gorgeous. Um, should she not need I mean, yeah, she probably shouldn't need male validation to feel wanted and feel beautiful, but Sam, answer this question for me. Who really determines what our value is in the dating market? Do we as people determine what our value is, or does the dating market determine what our value is? So what's good? What's good, girl? What's good?
Hey, Noble. Hi, everyone. I think that there are multiple people who decided. Like, we decided, the opposite sex decided, society decided. Like, it just depends on which of those factors is important to you. I think in the video that you played, she needs to do some work on her own. It seems like she has confidence issues. She's already judging herself. That's how I took it. And then she's because of that, because she's already feeling so bad about herself, she's comparing herself to her friends, and she kept saying, all of my friends are so pretty, they're this. So she already thinks she's not as pretty as her friends. So of course, something as little as a man approaching them and not her is going to make her feel less than, right? So that's internal. This has nothing to do with men approaching women, or the kind of, men approach her friends and not her, et cetera, et cetera. No, this is internal. I've never even had to had this conversation with anybody in my friend group. This is kind of like like a weird conversation to me. Because even if I'm not approached because my friend is, I don't take that personally. And when I'm approached, my friends don't take that personally. At least we've never had that conversation in what going on 7 years now of friendship. So I don't know. I can't relate to her.
But let me ask you this though. So when you
Yeah.
say that you do think that individuals do do play a part in what their value is. So like she said all her friends tell her that she's beautiful. People at church tell her that she's beautiful, but
Mhm.
when she goes outside, the her real life interactions, her real life results
Mhm.
don't really tell. I don't want to say don't tell her that she's beautiful, but she I guess it's rational to think that if everyone's telling me that I'm beautiful, like for example, if I look in the mirror and I say I'm handsome and I'm like I love what I see in the mirror, I love myself, you know,
Mhm.
my listen, everybody tells me that I'm handsome, but when I go outside, no woman give me any attention. I might low key think about how handsome I really am
Okay, but
because
that's because you're putting the value in external factors, right? So here with her, it's a combination of two things, right? I already said she has low confidence or low self esteem. And then the other thing is she puts value in men approaching her, right? She says she gets a lot of attention online, but then in person nobody's really approaching her. It's, does she look different? I mean, there's other things that we could talk about, like is she wearing heavy makeup, like is she wearing filters, like what's going on? Why is she being approached online and not in person, right? There can be a bunch of things there that we don't know, but because she puts the value in men approaching her, of course she's always going to be down. That what is it, that in combination with her already having self-esteem, like it's a lose-lose situation.
so let me read. I want to read some comments on the post for everyone, just because I listen, guys. I keep it real, okay? So I'm about to just read some comments and then we gonna get back to what's. So let me read. So I'm gonna tell y'all who said them too. So one man said, "Man, browsing these comments from women can't help but lie to each other. It is wild." The woman on the
True.
video wants to know why men don't approach her, and women in the comment section are basing their opinion on their emotions, but not from the viewpoint of an actual man. She is average, maybe below average. That is okay. She still has value as a person, but men don't find her attractive. So a black woman said, okay, so check it. You yourself don't think you're pretty, but want others to think you are or approach you. Let's just start by saying
Right.
you're beautiful, even though it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, like you said. The problem here is that you don't even believe in you. How about you first try not to compare your beauty to anyone else's because
Right.
it isn't a specific trait?
Hmm.
Insecurity, on the other hand, can be seen. Better pep talk yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself you're the flyest of them all. Believe it and act like it, and so will everyone else. Now I'm about to read this next comment, and y'all tell me if this guy is speaking facts or fiction. I want all the men and the women on this next comment that I'm about to read to tell me if he's speaking facts or fiction. So he said, this is strictly at the fault of women. Women have created the code that men cannot talk to anyone else in the group after he approaches the first woman, even if the
Mm.
whole group knows that the woman first approach is unavailable and or instantly declines. So of course, men are going to go for the one he feels is most attractive because he only has one shot with the entire group to blindly
Hmm.
choose correctly. So
That's
yes,
true.
love, you will have to go out without your group more or convince the entire woman collective to change that code. So another black woman said she needs therapy and a gym. Another black man said it's okay to give us men a sign that you're interested in us. We can't read women minds. Y'all have made it real hard over the years to approach women, so a lot of us just stopped. Sad but true. Remember when y'all referred to every man being thirsty just because he said hi? Well, this is the outcome. Then
Yeah.
another black woman said, then stop hanging out with people who make you feel like that. Hang out with yourself and validate yourself by working on bettering by working on bettering what makes you feel insecure, and then pop outside. Another black man said, ladies, just because you're pretty to, okay, this one's gonna hurt really bad, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Another black man said, ladies, just because you're pretty to your friends and other women does not mean you'll be pretty to the men you desire. She's
True.
not bad looking, but dudes have preferences like women have preferences. Until y'all can accept that, y'all gonna always be wondering why you can't get the man you want. We be trying to tell y'all, but y'all won't listen to us. Keep listening to y'all lying ass friends. You'll be single for the rest of your life. And then two more. So this one black woman said, start going out by yourself sometimes. And then the last comment is this black man. He said, I say this respectfully. So he just said, so either continue to talk to a phone screen about it or surround yourself around lesser attractive friends like some other women. Another option is to shoot your shot on whoever you're interested in. Don't just sit there and watch time go by. Some men are afraid of rejection, so it's okay to approach sometime. What do you have to say about any of those comments, Oso?
I think a lot of that is true, and I touched on some of that when I first started. It's internal, right? She needs to work on herself, and not compare herself to her friends. And then the other comment that the you said the man made about like girl code,
Yeah,
how if he approached me in a club and then later on it didn't work out, like the girls would lose their mind if the guy was to go to the other one or go to
right,
the next one in the group. It's a real thing. I mean,
right.
I don't really think in my friend group we abide by that rule. It's just an understanding. Like if you guys are done, you're done. It's complete. There's no, everything is dead there. Okay, cool. And you guys are feeling each other. Go right ahead. So in my group, that's not an issue. But yes, it is a real thing in our community. Well, maybe not just the community as women. I think all of us, not even just black people, all of
So,
us as women.
so as a man or a woman, now I'm not saying someone needs to people because obviously people are not always in their best physical peak condition, right? But would you say that for most people, not everyone, but for most people, the initial draw of attraction is that person finding that other person physically attractive? Can you
Heck
agree to
yeah.
that?
Heck yeah. If you haven't heard them talk, you haven't heard anything, like you're literally going off of looks. I don't know why people say that looks don't matter because it does. Even to women. Like we not stepping to nobody that looks sloppy, or at least I'm not, or looks a certain way or just don't look like they're taking care of them. So like you gotta be looking good. Like we all it's not just men that go by their eyes. We do it too.
Okay, facts. So,
Yeah.
so I mean, listen, I'm gonna put it like this: if a man came on it, and listen, I'm not, listen, okay, this is on her page, this is on her TikTok page too, okay? So it's not like I went and did no research. She's on her page. She got a video that she posted recently. She said she has not been working since the end of June because unfortunately her company laid her off, and she says she's currently in the process of looking for a job in another career field because she said her previous career wasn't stimulating her. So she hasn't been working for like what since the end of June. So that's what 3-4 months now, and she's on a fitness journey.
Hmm.
um, so what I'm trying to say is, if a man came on the internet that did not have a job, um, he was fat. Let's just say fat. He was, extremely overweight, maybe a little bit obese, and he came on the internet. He made a video talking about when me and the guys go outside, the women only give attention to my guys and they don't give me any attention. But everyone tells me that I'm handsome. Everyone tells me that I look good. Like, now there's, like, I just read you those comments. There's women and men getting on this woman's case, but there
Hmm.
also are some women that are trying to like show her some grace. Do you think if a
Yeah.
man was to do the same thing that anyone would be showing that man any grace?
I think some people would, but let's be real. When situations like this are, presented to society, we are allowed um we are more likely to talk to the women softly. We are more likely to coddle a little bit more. When it's men, you'll see there are people they're gonna be in the comments like, "Yo, you gotta lose weight. What you
Yeah,
doing?
you're
You broke?
fat. Go to
You're
the
this?
gym. Go
You're
get a
this?"
job. Go get
Right.
your money up. You shouldn't even be worrying about dating right now. You shouldn't be worrying
Exactly.
about women. So I'm
Listen,
just curious that like why do women grant other women grace when they do stuff like this? I'm just
listen.
curious.
I think that this might be a little off topic, but I think it relates a little bit. Um, it's hard sometimes for some women to keep other women accountable or to hold them accountable. We don't do that a lot. One of the comments you mentioned, now you taking the sunglasses off. One of the
Wait. Will you?
comments
I'm sorry. Will you please say that one more time?
that sometimes women can't or don't want to hold other women accountable. That's a real thing. Like, is that the first time you hearing that?
Is that facts or fiction, ladies and gentlemen?
That is facts.
Is
I
what
don't
she
care
just
what
said
anybody
facts or
says.
fiction? Please let me know in the comments.
That is fact. And one of the comments you mentioned before while you were reading all of them was that uh I think it was a man that said it, and it said your friends are lying to you. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of time, like there's, and it's very unfortunate that this happens within groups, but some women, they're like, you could be looking a hot mess, they're not going to tell you because it's a competition. They're not going to tell you. We've been out and I've seen it. I'm like, yo, ain't no way I'm walking out the house with my friend looking like that. Come on. And you looking the way you looking, come on. Like I look at how your makeup is, I'm looking at your outfit. Like, ain't no way you let your friend go out like that walking next to you. That's a real thing. So yeah, I get it. In this case, some women are not gonna be like, yo, you need to go to therapy. Maybe, what is the weight goal? Like you say, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that. Like, okay, let's focus on that. No, a lot of time we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna be like, yes, sis, yeah, men suck, all this, like, and it's so stupid. It's so stupid. We need to just be honest, more honest with each other. But yeah.
Hmm. All right. I don't really disagree with anything
Oh,
you just said.
can I answer this?
Go ahead.
Hello, Kayla or something. She said hold them accountable for what? Telling them they're not attractive. Only men can determine that. Well, no, not first of all, men don't determine that for you. You determine that because it comes down to how you feel by yourself. And when I say accountable, I that was a general statement, not necessarily talking about this situation, although it relates somewhat. And then I only brought that up because he read the comment about how women lie to each other. Right? We don't tell our friends the truth. Like your friend could come to you like, yo, my man is acting up. He's this. You're not even gonna ask about what she did or with the whole situation. You're gonna be like, yeah, sis, yeah, fuck him, all this. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. That's what we do. I mean, it's a real thing. And for the longest time I did that until like, I kind of grew up a little bit, and it's like, yo, let's keep it a bug. My friends don't come to me with BS because we gonna talk about what you did. We gonna talk about what everybody did, and then look at the whole picture. But that's just me.